guys. Really quickly, I wanted to go through how we find that y value when we're looking for a whole. So I know we struggled with this a little bit in class because those delta math problems didn't have kind of as nice as options for that table with our graph as some of those examples we looked at in class. So here is a problem that I pulled from that delta math assignment. We have x minus 5 over x squared minus 7x plus 10. So if I want to figure out where I'm going to have a whole, I'm going to have to factor the bottom here. And this would factor into x minus 5 times x minus 2. I can see that x minus 5 is a reducible factor. If it's reducible, it's removable. So I will have a whole at x equals 5. Now for delta math, it wants you to give that whole as an ordered pair. It wants you to specify what the y value would be if you had a point at that spot. So what we're going to do here is a little bit different. I want you to go ahead and reduce that polynomial, okay? Reduce your polynomial. And then what we're going to do is plug in x equals 5 to that reduced polynomial. I can't plug in x equals 5 to this guy because the bottom will be 0, right? That's the problem with 5, is that it makes a whole. It makes my function undefined. So instead, what we're going to do is plug it in to that reduced polynomial, plug in 5 anywhere you see an x. In this case, it's just that one spot on the bottom. And then I'll get that fraction. For a lot of these, we had fractions for that y value. And while we could sort of approximate that decimal, we had a lot of difficulty actually converting that back into that exact value fraction. Here is our exact value fraction. So that point there would be 5 comma 1/3. We'll look at one more example of this. So here I've got another polynomial or another rational function, polynomial on top, polynomial on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and factor the top and the bottom so I can figure out where I would have holes. So the top would factor into x minus 5 times x plus 3. And the bottom would factor into x minus 5 times x minus 1. So I can see my excluded values would be x equals 5 and x equals 1. My whole is going to be at x equals 5 because that's the reducible factor. So that's my whole. X equals 1 would be a vertical asymptote. And then to figure out that coordinate, 5 comma what, I'm going to take this reduced version of my polynomial and plug in that x value for my whole. So this would be 5 plus 3 over 5 minus 1. So that would give me 8 over 4, and we would get 2 there for that y value. Okay, so if you have questions, you're welcome to email me. Please let me know. Ask me when I see you next week if you got really stuck on this, but try this option for finding those y values.